Satnam, good morning. How are we today? Ready for our refresher week? It's always good just to connect back in, just look at our posture, readjust a few things, remember a few things. Sometimes it's easy just to let a few things go. So today we're going to do the back Kriya. Satnam, good morning. Of course we know this Kriya well, and I do like to keep bringing it back because this Kriya served me so well, especially, you know, in what year 2000 through to 2008, maybe like doing it 4 times a week, if not 5 times a week, just to support my back. And it's one that I bring back regularly because you know that with this Kriya you're getting a flow of energy from the base of your spine up and out through the top of your head. So you know that you are going to be completely energized, as you are, you know, with most Kriyas, but with this one working the back as well, it has such a powerful impact. Because let's not forget, when we do yoga, we're actually creating a change. The change, believe it or not, first of all, comes in that electromagnetic field. And then the change in the electromagnetic field creates the change in your body. As does the breath create the change in your body. So there's a whole host of things going on when we practice yoga. So I'll just talk away as we're doing our Kriya this morning and remind you of a few things. So first of all, it's just sitting up nice and tall. Of course, if you struggle sitting cross-legged, you can sit on a block or a cushion to help elevate yourself. This is good if you get numb feet, you know, if you sit too long cross-legged. So always make sure you're in a comfortable position to begin with. And then just consider your posture, how you're sitting, because actually I do it quite easily. I can't quite easily just let this part of my abdomen go without realizing it. But, you know, with your breath, sit up nice and tall. And then we create a lock at the neck. And the lock is just purely bringing the chin in towards the neck to carry on that nice straight spine. So it's a neck lock. And then we're sat up nice and tall. You can just roll the shoulders because it's so easy to shrug your shoulders up when you're sitting up nice and tall and you've inhaled. So roll your shoulders and tuck them down into your back. And also by doing that, you're opening up the heart. So we've got a nice balance. We're sat nice and tall. The heart is open, the shoulders are tucked down, and we're in our neck lock. And then the eyes are 9/10 closed, so you can just see the daylight coming from underneath. And your eye focus is between your eyebrows at the bridge of the nose there. A little tricky if you're new, but it's something that actually over time your eyes will get used to going there. Of course, that connects into the pituitary gland, and it's the gateway to the soul. So just by focusing at this point, we're creating some great stimulation within the brain. Okay, so let's just breathe. Let's take a nice inhale and exhale. Now have that awareness with your breath when you're breathing. Are you breathing just from your upper chest and holding in your tummy? Because if you are, that is not right. We need to change that. When we breathe in, we need to bring the breath down to the abdomen, filling up that belly first, then bringing the air into the chest. So if you were doing it incorrectly, just change that pattern now. It won't be easy, but give it a go. It may feel alien. It may be the opposite way to what you're used to breathing, but we need to switch it because you're not allowing your body to be energized by just doing upper breath work. So let's breathe in, take it down to your belly. And as you exhale, it leaves the chest and the lungs. And then the belly. Then you can pull the belly back towards the spine to get every last drop of air out. Then you can breathe in again. Fill up the belly. Then the chest and the lungs is very different, so practice that. Of course, we can add the mantra Sat Nam to our breath. Sat as we inhale, Nam as we exhale. Sat Nam, your true self. It's the mantra that we use during every yoga pose to give us some focus, to help carry us through, to get through a challenge. Along with the breath, it gives you some real power. And listen to your breath. Listening to your breath as well also gives you that nice sense of peace and calm. Good, let's bring our breath together now, inhaling. Exhaling. Bring your hands together into prayer as you inhale. Into the chest as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, and on the next inhale, let's tune in with Om Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And as you inhale with the Om, take it to the upper back of your throat. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, hold for a few seconds, feeling the vibration of the mantra. Exhale, I bow to the creative divine wisdom that resides within me. It's creating that connection within, connection to the divine. Moving on to our next mantra. Ad Gorena Me, Jugad Gorena Me, Sat Gorena Me, Siri Guru Deve Name. That beautiful mantra of protection, bringing light in through your right, to the back, to the left and in front. So you could visualize that light around you as you chant. So let's inhale to begin. Ad Gorena Me, Jugad Gorena Me, Sat Gorena Me, Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gorena Me, Jugad Gorena Me, Sat Gorena Me, Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gorena Me, Jugad Gorena Me, Sat Gorena Me, Siri Guru Deve Name. few seconds and exhale. Do not be fearful of using your voice. Creating that vibration within you is a healing modality in itself. And it's powerful, very strong. And then it's the silence we get in the pauses as well that creates that pure essence of soulfulness within us, and that connection to the silence within. So enjoy your chanting, yeah? Take yourself off in a space, chant in the car even, you know, when you're on your own. Get used to your chant voice. It's not a singing voice. You know, if you don't like your singing voice, or you say you can't sing, I can't sing, but I can chant. It's very different. You just need to project the sound, and that sound will come out of your body. If we're a little bit feeble about it, or we're worried, it won't happen. So use the power in your voice. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do part of the back, Kriya, today. We'll see how we get on. We may get to the end. But it's a good Kriya to warm up with, isn't it? And it's a good Kriya to use your breath with. To begin with though, before we start the actual main Kriya, let's come into cat-cow, because cat-cow is just such a classical yoga pose, isn't it? Everybody kind of knows it. It's just getting the position right. Knees are always under the hips, hands under shoulders, and this is a neutral spine. We inhale. Oh, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, and that also your knees and hips are hip width apart, that your feet aren't, you know, crossing over at the back or splaying out. Flat on the floor. Inhale to begin. Exhale as you curve up into cat. Inhale into cow. The navel comes towards the floor. You see the dip in the back. The head comes up, just don't overstrain the back. Exhale. Inhale as you come up. So let's try a few of those, nice and slow. Adding Sat-Nam to your breath. Eye focus at the brow. And then when your back feels like it's free, you can speed it up. Another nice way of doing this is to do it 26 times, one for each vertebrae of the spine. So if you have a day where you can't get a long yoga practice in, cat-cows, 26 of them, and visualize coming up through your spine, counting backwards as you make your way up towards that cervical spine at the top. Okay, let's inhale to hold. And as we exhale, it's always nice to come back onto the heels into child pose. Forehead to floor, stretch the arms forward. And of course you can spider the hands, or you just can't see them. Hands at the minute come up onto your fingertips. Walk your fingers forward. Get that nice stretch down through your armpits, your upper chest, your upper arm. And when you're ready, when you've had that nice stretch, you can bring yourself up, and we'll come back to sitting. Of course, we're sitting cross-legged. So, you know, I'm sure more often than not, you cross your legs the same way. So make sure you change so that you get across the other way as well, so that you're creating some balance in your body. Okay, so a spine flex, holding on to the front of the shin. I like to start this off where the back is relaxed. And it's easier to explain. So we've got a relaxed back, yeah, and relaxed shoulders, relaxed chest. And we inhale up and open the chest. And exhale back. Because it's so easy to do this. A rock, and it's really not a rock. We are actually moving the spine. This is a rigid spine, yeah, and we don't want that. We want to relax that bottom of the thoracic going into the lumbar, sacrum. Relax it down. Inhale up, and as you get to this point, just pushing your chest slightly forward, bringing the shoulders back, not the shoulders up, just back. And that creates a nice opening of the chest. And as you can see, it's a completely different movement. Now inhale up. Exhale down. And it's not a big exhale like this, bringing in the full extent of that upper curve. It's not like that. It's just that lower spine. But your upper chest does relax. Okay, keep going. Let's do it a little longer. Good. Of course, you're breathing. You're inhaling up, exhaling back. Whatever speed you've been going at, if you've been going slow, speed it up. If you've been doing the same speed as me, let's slow it down. Let's feel the difference. Listening to your breath, using your sat-nam. And just a beautiful flowing movement that awakens the base of your spine, connects into the root chakra, your base chakra, and starts the journey now up through your spine. Inhale up and hold. And exhale. So of course in Kundalini, we're awakening our Kundalini energy. The Kundalini resides here at the navel in the Sushumna. So all those channels of flow that we take the prana in, 42,000 of them, they all meet at the Sushumna. When it gets there, this is where the energy is released and shoots down to that base chakra. So this is the start of the journey. The next part is coming onto the knees. If you're not good on your knees, in class we repeat the pose we've just done. But if you're able to, sit yourself on a chair, a good angle with your legs, good 90-degree angle, so that the feet are flat on the floor. And this will give you the same position as what kneeling will, because we're not really working the base now. We're coming up into where your sexual organs are, the sacral area, the sacral chakra. Resting the hands down on the thighs again, start in that relaxed position. Inhale up. Let's start slow this time. Exhale down. I want you to be able to hear your breath. Hear it entering the nostrils, leaving the nostrils. Of course, you're keeping that chin tucked in for that neck lock. And you'll feel it. You feel it up more at waist level. Honestly, if you've any back problems, do this Kriya every day, even if it's a minute of each pose every day, you will transform your back health and your physical health within weeks. When you can start to feel those changes, that's what gets you on your yoga mat. And this really does create a change. Again, you're using your sat nam. Inhale sat, exhale nam. Okay, this time inhale up and hold. Okay, we're going to pull up on the root lock, pelvic floor, anal muscle, pulling it up into your body, holding it. Of course, we don't do this in the first 3 days of our cycle. You just hold the breath. Holding that breath. And exhale and release. So you're getting a good pelvic floor workout, but we're also, by doing that, we're pulling the energy up through the spine into the body. Of course, in the first 3 days of your cycle, a woman's body wants to release. So we don't want to be doing the opposite to what your body should be doing. So just one to remember. Good. Okay, let's bring it back down to cross-legged. Of course, all these poses you can actually do in a chair. So if you are restricted at the minute, get yourself in a chair and do them there. It's just like the water, the lotus, the water lily, the lotus. You know, they start in those murky roots and work their way up towards the surface of the water, and it just represents us and our yoga practice, because wherever we start from, if it's the beginning down in those murky roots, you know, whatever we do, we're going to bring ourselves up towards the light to open up. Doesn't matter where we are on a journey, we're not in competition with anybody else. The main thing is that you work on yourself and do it for you. It's not even a competition with yourself, you know. It's a time and space that you make for yourself to sit down and connect. And on days that you miss it, don't give yourselves a hard time, because that's not good for you. You know, just get back on it the day after. So it's all about creating the space for you to connect and work on yourself. Okay, so we're back cross-legged. Again, just check your posture. Sitting up nice and tall, eye focus at the brow, shoulders down. Voila, it's there. Few seconds, you're in it. Okay, next pose, hands on shoulders, thumbs at the back, fingers at the front. And we don't want any lazy elbows down here. We want the upper arm up. Keep the shoulders tucked down, eyes focused at the brow. And then we start our spinal twist. So now we're at the solar plexus. We inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Of course, when we breathe, I haven't mentioned yet, we're breathing through the nose if you can. You know, this is where the vayus, those channels of flow, start, and the nostrils are really important. So breathing through the nostrils, in and out, is important. So I should have mentioned that earlier. Here we go. And make it powerful with a spinal twist. Of course, if you have a cold and you can't breathe through your nostrils, we have to breathe through our mouth. Or we don't do, which I have had happen in class, somebody saying, oh, I can't breathe through my nostrils, so I can't come to yoga. I literally really did get that. And, you know, it's just like the sitting cross-legged or sitting in a chair. You do what you can, and if you can't breathe through your nose, you breathe through your mouth. to center. Hold the breath. Let's pull up on that root lock. Check your arms, make sure you're in the right position. Shoulders are tucked down into your back. Hold it. And exhale. Always roll your shoulders if you need to. Let go of any tension between poses. Let's just take a minute now and just breathe. Feeling good. Okay, let's bring the hands into a bear grip for the next pose. Bear grip connects us into our heart center. So could you feel that with that twist, where we're right here at the solar plexus, so that energy has been coming further up. With this next one, we're between the shoulder blades at the back, so the back of the heart, which will open the front. And this grip connects into that heart center. So the left hand in front of the heart, palm facing away from you, thumb down to the floor. Then the fingers of the right hand, interlink them. So there we have it. Nice straight line, shoulders down. Sitting nice and tall, chin tucked in, eye focus at the brow. Then we're going to start rocking like you've got a baby. So inhale to the left, exhale to the right. This is actually harder if you do it slower. I have some people in the past, they've done it like this. That's actually harder because you're actually, there's a hold at each side and then you're putting strain here where it isn't needed. But if you actually get a rhythm going, it's quite effortless. Excuse me. Inhale left, exhale right. Powerful breath again. Keep going. I think I'm going to sneeze. Good to see you out there. Good, creating good energy in your body this morning. You know, this Kriya will serve you so well. It's like a little miracle. It's just having the commitment to get on that mat to do it, isn't it? I know that. I've been through all that myself for many years. Good. Okay, inhale to center. Sorry, I'm a bit croaky. Pull up on the root lock. And exhale, of course. When we stop, that pause, you've held it, you've worked hard, you've held it, you've held in the breath. The body is under, possibly, it's really working hard inside. And then you exhale, release, let go. That's where the magic happens. You can put your hands into Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb, and rest that down. And keep the eye focused at the brow and observe. Breathe, observe. It adds a really beautiful element to this Kriya. Just hands in Gyan Mudra after each pose. Breathing. And I think that's the thing, tiny little things. As soon as you get ready for your next pose, and even this in between, just readjusting posture if it changes. You know, just adjusting your shoulders, tucking them down into the back to open the chest. Remembering the eye focus at the brow, because eventually that will just become second nature and you won't even have to think about it. And your breath will become second nature as well. You won't need to think about that either. It will just happen. It's just breathing in the correct way. And how relaxed are you feeling right now? This is a good place to be. I remember the mental chatter that used to go through my mind. If anything now, I don't have a lot of mental chatter to the extent that I probably forget things too easily because I just let it go. But just not having that continual mental chatter of, you know, how did it used to be? What am I going to have for breakfast? Oh yeah, I need to go to the shop today because I have to buy this, this and this for dinner tonight. Oh, and I mustn't forget to make that phone call. And we've all done it, and I know people come to class and that is one of the main challenges. But if you keep with it, keep with your breath, keep with the focus, keep with your sat-nam. Sat-nam, really important. Keep with that sat-nam, and it lets everything else drift away. Feels good, yeah. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, we just done the rocking. So now this is one of my favourites. So if you can, come back onto your knees. Okay, this is an upper spine flex. So it's slightly different to the ones we've already done, resting the hands down on the thighs. The only part of your body moving is your upper chest. So as we inhale, you're literally taking your shoulders back as if your shoulder blades are trying to meet at the back. So it's an inhale, take them back, so you get the movement in the arms slightly. Exhale, release. So you can see that movement on me. Inhale back, exhale, release. I am not doing this up and round. It's purely round. So where the last pose worked on the back of the heart, this is opening the front of the heart and the thymus area, that upper heart. It's nice. And I like a long, slow breath with this, with your eyes focused and the sat-nam. Let's do that for a minute. And let's just see how we feel at the end of it. Remember, chin tucked in towards the neck as well. Here we go. So just to give you an idea of my breath, I'm inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. So it's slowed right down so that you can really connect into that heart center. On your next inhale, hold it. Pull up on the root lock. Exhale. Let's just come straight back down to cross the legs. Hands in Kriya Mudra. And observe. Can you feel the energy vibrating within you when you sit peacefully and still? I can feel that spiral of energy in my body. You might not feel anything, and that is totally fine if you don't, but just sitting here so peaceful, feeling that stillness, I can feel that kind of spiral of energy up through my spine. Good, inhale. Exhale and relax. Good, I think we're just gonna carry on. It's nice doing this Kriya. We've gone through all the basics, we're just gonna use them now through each pose. So shoulder shrugs, let's inhale the shoulders up, exhale, release, let go. Don't hold any tension there, inhale them up, but then literally just let them go. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and hold. Root lock, hold it. So you can feel this now. We've been working that upper chest into the throat with those shoulder shrugs. Exhale, release, hands in Gyan Mudra. Observe. We're working our way up to the throat. And we can get a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders. So with the shoulder shrugs help to release that, as does the next pose. So here we go, hands back on knees. And some head rolls, neck rolls. Drop the head to the chest and take it round. If you have a stiff neck, this is one of the best things you can do. So inhale as you come to the chest, exhale as you go back. And the next time you come to the chest, reverse it the other way. Gosh, that feels good, doesn't it? It's amazing how noisy it is. Excuse me. Going. I'm just wondering, I'm sharing my space this morning with a little mouse. Our cat brought home a mouse yesterday. It's like half, well, it was in shock, I think. Luckily it wasn't bleeding. So we put it in a little box and it's been in my healing room all night, so it would have had some really nice energy. Okay, next time you get to your chest, inhale, sit up. And exhale, just sitting relaxed. Yeah, so we made it a little home, and then when I came in this morning and switched my lights on, it was wandering around my room, and then it must have thought, who's this person that's come in? So I think it's hiding behind my cushion over there, so it might come out and say hello at some point. And it's back to health, which I'm so pleased about. Oh, that's feeling good. So we're here at the throat now. Let's move into our next pose. Hands back into bear grip. So that's the left hand, palm facing out, thumb down. Bend the fingers of the right hand, interlink them. Now it's a little higher with this one, it's more at throat level. So look, my shoulders are not up here, they're relaxed down into my back. So if you need to roll your shoulders before you do anything with your arms, that's a good thing to do because you know they're set in a good position. And arms up. Okay, and then I'm just going to talk you through this pose. We're going to inhale. Hold the breath, pull up on the root lock. Of course, your eyes are focused to the brow. Chin is tucked in towards the neck. Release the root lock, exhale. Hold the breath out, then pull the root lock in. Release the root lock, inhale the hands over the head. Hold the breath, pull up on the root lock. Hands stay where they are, release the root lock, exhale. Hold the breath out, pull up. Release the root, inhale back to the throat. Pull up on the root lock, hold. Release the root, exhale. Hold the breath out, pull up on the root. Release the root, inhale the hands back over the head. Hold it, pull up. Hands stay where they are. Release the root, exhale. Hold the breath out and pull up. Release the root, inhale back to throat. Hold and pull up. Release the root, exhale. Hold the breath out, pull up. Release the root, inhale the hands over the head. Hold the breath, pull up. Hands stay where they are, release the root, exhale. Hold the breath out, pull up. And finally release the root, inhale the hands back to the throat. Hold the breath and pull up. And release, exhale, hands in Kriya Mudra and breathe. So the energy now is right up into the throat, bringing it up, pulling it up into those higher chakras. And then as we move into the last pose for Kriya, that will bring it up to the crown and create that connection with the divine. And you can really feel that shift in energy now. It's all about energy. And you know, when we're in these nice places, you think, you know, why did I worry about that? Things that we worry about. You know, we can't change some things. So why worry about it? If something's happening, it's going to happen. Possibly, unless you can change it. Worrying is such... we do so much of it. Yet, often we have to go through the cycle of whatever is happening. We've got to learn from it. So if we can put put ourselves in the best place possible, balanced, at one with yourself. You'll walk through that challenge much better, with a free flow of energy. Oh, and the numerology was good this month, wasn't it? I don't know whether you've read any numerology forecasts. I put part of a one on last Sunday, I think. So the number 5 is for adventure this year. I suppose with everything that's going on, if there's anything that you really want to do, when everything lifts, you're going to want to go on your adventure, yeah? I start my adventure in 3 weeks. I will come to you in the morning from the outdoors. Yoga in the morning will be outside. I have a nice awning outside the van, so I'm hoping that's going to do the trick. On really rainy days you might get a recording, but on just cold, brisk days, yoga outside, it's going to be different. I'm looking forward to my adventure. Okay, are we ready for that last yoga pose? Bring yourself up onto your knees. Again, you can come in a chair if you need to. You can do this sat cross-legged. I think it's harder though. It's actually easier when you're on your knees, although I know some people struggle with their feet going numb or aching. But don't forget, actually we haven't talked about this, you know, on the knees you can actually put something under your bottom between your feet and your bum, and or it can, for some people who get cramp on the tops of their feet, this is a bit big, this cushion, but you can put something under your ankles to take the pressure off the tops of the feet. That's a good little tip. And then you may be able to kneel. You may be fine with kneeling. Okay, so sat Kriya. Hands come together, we interlink the fingers, but the index finger stays up. So all the others are down, index finger up, then you cross your thumbs. So you can choose. It used to be left over right for women, right over left for men, but now when they teach it, they say you can choose. So you can choose. I just automatically go left over right now, but I suppose it would be good to swap that over every now and again. Okay, and then the hands come over the head. So again, you want to make sure you're not shrugging your shoulders up. So just roll them down, tuck them down into your back. Your hands are here, arms up, and you can feel it. If your shoulders come up, then tuck it down. There's a difference. Okay, eyes focused at the brow. The mantra Sat Nam. Sat, we're pulling our tummy in, and with Nam, we're releasing it. Sat Nam. The movement is all here. We're not going Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Arms, they're solid, they're straight, they're strong. The movement is just in the belly. So let's try. Sat Nam. So you can't see mine happening here. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Eyes focused at the brow. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Inhale. Hold it. Stretch those arms up, but keeping those shoulders down. Pull up on the root lock, hold it. Hug those ears. here, or you can go straight back down into easy pose, Yamudra, and relax. Feeling that flow of energy. When I talk about feeling a flow of energy, you're probably feeling all different things, so don't think I'm feeling a particular thing. I'm feeling connection. I'm feeling that energetic connection. What else am I feeling? You know, you may feel that kind of vibration that I was feeling within. You know, you will be having your own experience, so don't think that, oh my gosh, I should be feeling this or this. Not at all. You'll be feeling what you need to feel. You may just be feeling a release physically, even emotionally. I've cried during this Kriya, wept. It's such a good releasing Kriya. Mentally, releasing those mental thoughts. But just reaching that peaceful place within, that 0.0 within you, the silence, where your true self resides, your Satnam. That's a good place to be, because that's where your inner teacher can have a chat with you. Inhale and exhale. Good. So I hope that refresher of just pointing out, you know, the eye focus, the breath, posture during each pose has been good. Let's bring our hands together. Let's finish with long Satnams. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Inhale. Exhale. Give yourself a bow. You're bowing to your true self. That light within. Inhaling as you sit up. Relaxing your breath. And may the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Satnam. Inhale. Exhale and relax. Satnam, everybody. Thank you for being there this morning. It's good to see you out there. I hope that was good. And yeah, I'll check in with you on Wednesday, ready for some meditation. So have a wonderful week. Any thoughts, any feelings, any questions? It's a good week to get them asked. So drop the questions down on the thread. So I hope to see you Wednesday. Let's have a look. Oh, it's good to see you there. Hi Rachel. Hi Sue. Hi Marianne. Yeah, and I'll see you Wednesday. So take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.